Good morning. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Every day we tell you it's a beautiful day, So it's a beautiful Thursday morning, today being the 14th day of the month of March. We are still marching forward. Yes, I want to say welcome to Galaxy Television, and this is Whatzup. Whatzup from the overall program, Be Our Guest. And we are here live again. This is the program where we talk about anything entertainment. Whatzup is a program where we do movie reviews, we do fashion and lifestyle, we talk about trending issues, we bring in celebrity gist here, we do some gossips, and of course we bring our A-list celebrity guests into the studio where they talk about their career, their challenges, and how they've been coping in the creative industry. You understand? So welcome once again. My name is Omevi Idoler. That's my name. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Thursday morning once again. And I want to let you know that right now we are set to entertain you, to give you the best of the best of the best. And today, I don't do this alone. I carry my guy, my G, my brother, my friend, my puchu puchu, my sugar daddy of Lagos, my bouncer, my bodyguard, my anything you can call it. I have Orally in the studio, and Orally is bubbling up, Orally, how far?
I'm good. What's good now? What's happening?
Yeah, you can see I'm full of life as usual.
If you like, full of lifeless. Now you know. What up, Lagos? What up, Nigeria? What up, world? This is Whatzup on Galaxy Television, and we overreach for the stars. We are the pinnacle. We are the #1 television station. Of course, Whatzup is a lifestyle entertainment show, and we give you the best of the best. This morning, a very beautiful Thursday morning, the 14th of March. I do not know why this month is not running. January ran, February ran. March is just stalling. I don't know why.
No.
They're still 14th. Let's let this month run now, because I don't know, but anyhow, you know what we do on WhatsApp. We give you anything creative, we give you anything entertainment, we give you anything lifestyle, we give you anything fashion, and that's what we're meant for. We always put smiles on your faces, especially when we have guest A-list artists coming in the studio or via Zoom to entertain you guys. Now, this morning we'll be doing just that, because I do have the delectable Omevi Dollar in the studios as well, and we're going to be doing justice. My name is Obina Kenneth, aka Sugar Daddy of Lagos, aka Big Size Teddy Bear, aka the Radio Cubana, aka aka Orally Baby, AURALWE. I am now. I'll tell you guys.
You're not signing
I'm not a bouncer. I'm not a puchu, whatever. That thing is sounding so organic, like something that Babalawo brought out from his whatever. If you watch Adekola book, that thing that's her God, where she puts stuff inside. That's what it sounds like. But anyway, I always start by telling you guys that every day above 6 feet is a very good day, and make sure that you never turn off someone else's light bulb because you want yours to shine. It's a beautiful day. Let's get this show on the road. Whatzup on Galaxy Television.
Yeah, we want to also let you know right away that Galaxy Whatzup is on the go. Galaxy is on the go. Right now we're streaming live on Facebook. So pick up your phone and join us right on Facebook. Just search for the Galaxy Television and we'll be there. Or you can also download the app from your Google Play Store or from your Apple Store, and just type Galaxy TV and make sure you enjoy all our amazing programs. You understand? Yes, today we'll be having a celebrity. We have a celebrity guest, but the person is actually a Zoom guest. The person is not live with us in the studio here, or rather he's not here in person. Doesn't mean he is not here. And this guest is all the way from the United States of America. We told you that we go global. We are not limited to Lagos. We are not limited to Nigeria. We go everywhere. But by the time we return from this break, you're going to know who our celebrity guest is. Stay with us. This is still Whatzup on Galaxy Television from the overall program. Be Our Guest. Of course, Orally is still in the studio with me, and we are here together. Just before the break, I told you that we have a Zoom guest, a celebrity Zoom guest. This guy is all the way from the United States of America, and he is live with us. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a musical artist. He has done so many amazing jobs. He has been on the Billboard. His song is global. He's everywhere. Like, he is everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in the studio FEJ. FEJ, are you there with us?
What up, bro?
Yeah.
Hello, FEJ. Yay!
Yeah, nice to meet you again. I know we met live in Lagos. Maybe it was about a month ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah. So how you doing this morning, FEJ? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, very fine. You just told me before we brought you in that it's about 2 a.m. thereabouts where you are right now. What is the time exactly?
It's after 2 o'clock. It's roughly about 2:10ish
Wow.
in the morning.
Thank you for joining us. So, our viewers, we're just going to tell you a little about FEJ so that you know how big this guy is. So his name is Felix E. James, better known by his stage name FEJ. He is an award-winning Liberian recording artist, performer, and composer. FEJ was born to Abatha Louis James and Joshua Antonio James on May 8, 1988 in Monrovia, Liberia. FEJ was raised by a working mother in Monrovia, Liberia, where his passion for music flourished and compelled his grandparents to enroll him in music classes. FEJ had mastered the bass, guitar, piano, and drums by the age of 13. He was also an active member of the choir at his local church. A few years later, as a result of the Liberian Civil War, he, his mother, and his siblings fled their home country for the United States as part of a resettlement program where they later reunited with his father. Living in the United States presented a lot of opportunities to further his musical talents. In middle and high school, he was a member of the jazz band, concert band, and marching band. As a sophomore student, FEJ used his savings to pay for his studio time. In early 2003, he released his first Christian rap demo, Delivery Man, for which, together with his friends, copies were sold out of his car trunk at local youth groups. In December of 2003, after listening to his demo, Pastor Mark with the Penitent Assembly of God's Church booked him a gig at the Assembly of God's annual youth conference in New York, where he performed in front of a crowd of over 5,000 youth from across the U.S. After signing a major publishing and distribution deal, he released his debut studio album, Spiritual Speaking, in 2005. The album helped him secure a major airplay on the radio nationwide and a major tour of the East Coast. In 2007, his second studio Christian rap album, Urban Reality, brought him even more fame with a hit single, I Won't Stop, on rotation of BET's Lift Every Voice. FEJ quickly landed the 74th spot on the Billboard Top 100 Christian Music chart, making him the only Liberian artist to land a spot on a Billboard chart. In 2008, his independent label, Affable Music LLC, which was later rebranded to Merit Records, landed a major distribution deal with the Orchard Distribution. The label later released hit albums like It's My Time by E-Boy and Pool Nadu by Superior. In 2009, FEJ released his third studio album, Face of Africa, under his independent label. The album included two number one single, Africa Girl and Turn Me On the radio in Liberia, making him the second best-selling Liberian artist internationally, second to Sunday Girl, Dear Boy, pardon me. His fourth studio album, Face of Africa 2, in 2012, brought him even more success, with hit singles like Loving It, and more. His career includes major nominations and awards from the Liberian Entertainment Awards and the Liberian Music Award. And in 2006, he became the first Liberian artist to air on Pandora Radio in the United States and worldwide. What a beautiful, beautiful artist we have in the studio right now. FJ, are you still there with us?
I'm here, I'm live, yes.
All right. Yes, Orally is in the studio with me, and of course, we will be asking you some questions, of course, relating to your career and how far you have grown. Orally, I guess you have the first question ready for her.
What up, FEJ? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good. So I have cousins who live in Monrovia at the moment, Emmanuel Osadibe, so I'm very good with Liberia. And then I'm very good friends with Jazino. All right, if you know, I'm sure you know Jazino. He did the song "Butter My Bread."
I know Jazino, yeah. Yes.
Yes, I'm very good friends with him. So it feels like you're family to me. My first question to you is unrelated to entertainment. It's 2 a.m. where you are, or after 2. And I want to ask you why you're not wearing pajamas. Instead, you're wearing glasses and shirt. Why your PJs, bro?
You know what's funny? I'm not a PJ guy, you know, but you know, I had to look good for you guys, man. You guys have me up at 2 a.m. I gotta look good, you know.
You gotta look good for you guys. Anyway, I'm just dragging your legs. Anyway, I'll start by asking you, so far so good, how has the journey been? Because from all we've been able to read and assimilate at this point, it took too much for you to get to where you are now at the moment. Now, there was war in Liberia at that time and you guys had to flee. Imagine all the chaos, imagine all the death, imagine all the bloodshed you had to see and face. And then you've come out stronger, better. Your song, you're the only Liberian to hit top 100, the Billboard charts, and that's commendable. That's huge. So I want to ask, tell us from the beginning, from the origin, your story. How did you start, and how did you venture into music fully?
Well, luckily for me, I was very young, so I didn't really, you know, see the whole scope of all the war that happened in Liberia. But you know, I still have some vision of how, you know, how that played. But I think coming to America was an amazing, you know, opportunity for me. And you know, just me being in the music industry, my musical background stems from my parents, my uncle, my dad. They all play music instruments, and it's just in my blood. And I started writing and producing for other people, and I realized that, you know, maybe I can do it for myself, you know, and I just started doing it, and it took off. And then fast forward to now, 2024, you know, my last album was about 10 years ago. And, you know, last year, December 1st, excuse me, I released my newest albums called Spotlight, which is in stores everywhere. And then I had 2 number 1 singles so far. I had the Y'all Y'all Y'all. You know, actually I presented that when I was in the studio in Lagos not too long ago. And then now there's another one, Head to My Head, that's actually growing attention now in Liberia. So I'm really blessed. You know, I'm blessed that God was able to guide me through everything and, you know, give me that talent, because not everyone have a talent like that, you know. So I'm grateful for that. And part of my goal here now is just to reestablish Liberian music and also empower, you know, other Liberians, you know, in the country that does not have the opportunity to do music, you know, because music is international. And, you know, I want to empower those people that doesn't have the opportunity for studio times by setting up studios in Liberia, by doing other things that make it easier for, you know, musical talents to flourish, you know. So
Good one. Now I'll also ask you, judging from the fact that you had to migrate basically from Liberia to the United States, I'm sure you have different sources and ways of motivation, something that motivates you to write good music, such as the ones you've written now. I also want to ask you, the move from Liberia to the United States, did it have any way that it affected the kind of music that you produced before and the one you're producing now? Because you said a few minutes ago that your last album was about 10 years ago until 2023, December 1st, when you brought in a new album. So I want to know if what the sources and the forms of motivation for the kind of music you sing and produce are for you. And then if moving from Liberia to the United States has a way or it has ways of playing out in the kind of music you do.
Right, that's a good question, and obviously, I've said to myself that we went through the struggle. I'm a blooded African, but I feel like just what motivates me is wanting to succeed. You understand me? It's like there's no room for playing around, and I feel like that hustler. Whenever I'm in Africa, I see my brother and sisters out on the street. They're hustling, they're making it work. They're selling, they're doing businesses. That struggle is in my music. And also to my Liberian culture. I feel like, even though I lived 24, 25 years in the States, I'm deeply embedded in my Liberian culture, and I felt like my music, what inspired me is to let the world know about my Liberian culture. And so my latest album is deeply, embedded. That culture is deeply embedded. If you listen to the album, you hear a lot of Liberian slang in it, that we commonly use in Liberia, because I want the world to know that I'm a Liberian. But also I want to know that, Liberian music is also amazing. I love Nigerian music. I listen to all type of music, but I want the world to know that music is international, and Liberian do produce great artists and great artistry. So I think that's the main motivation, that there's no room for failure. You come to America with an opportunity. You have a lot more opportunity than most people have. You need to go. You need to go and get it. You be a go-getter. You can't sleep. You can't be lazy. You gotta wake up. You gotta fight. And I think that's what really empowered my lyrics and empower me to come back after 10 years and write a full studio album, 14 tracks on the album, unheard of. And I had a great time doing it. It was tough, but I had a great time doing it. Ultimately, it paid off. The album, as to date now, since December 1st, it has about 3 point something million streams on all platforms. To me, that's bigger than all my previous project, and I think that's amazing.
So interesting. I love the fact that you said that music is universal, and of course, you love Nigerian music. You can't take Nigerian music away from the scene just like that. But we want your fans and our viewers to understand something. What genre of music do you do exactly? What's the genre?
I do Afrobeat. So I do Afrobeat. But I'm versatile. So just, I have a record label in Liberia right now, about 3 artists that signed to the record label. So I also write for them too. I have one that's a rapper. I have one that's an Afrobeat artist as well, and I have another one that is I want to say R&B-ish, and occasionally some Afro style to it, but mainly R&B-ish. So I'm versatile, but primarily my style of music is Afrobeat.
Okay. So I want to ask again, living in America and being an African, many artists and some other people are intimidated by the color of their skin. Many people feel that because I am black, I cannot do what the white guys are doing. So was there any point in time where you felt intimidated, or that you felt a kind of setback because of the color of your skin, or because of the part of the world where you came from? Was there a time or an experience like that? Or has anyone ever treated you in such a way, like, you this black guy, because of this, you cannot participate in a certain maybe performance or something? Have you experienced any kind of setback?
I mean, luckily for me, I haven't really experienced that face on. I know there's, a lot of other ways where people can, show racism, but I really haven't really encountered that head on where someone say, based on my color or make me feel based on my color, I couldn't do anything. I just feel like my mom instilling in me that, growing up in New Jersey, that look, son, you are a black man in America, right? So whatever you want to do, the white man can just do it once. You don't need to work hard. He's privileged and he can just get it done. The fact that you're from Africa, you weren't born on this land. You need to work about 10 times, more than the average person. So I always learned to go in. If I, my first job, I went in there, I gave it my all. Like I worked times 10, and people see my work ethics and, they want to promote me, prior to me, so, transitioning to being a full-on artist. I was a director for a company, and prior to becoming a director, I worked like 10 or 20 times harder before they saw that in me, and, they were able to elevate me. A white man probably would just show up and, they elevate him right away. But I've been lucky not to really experience that hand face on. But it is happening in the States, and I think we just got to fight that, and don't let that get to us, and we just got to fight harder.
So I picked up something. As a parent, your mother has done a lot, and I want to give a shout out to her for doing an amazing work.
I know,
and that
right?
is one thing every parent owes their children.
True.
You have to build that confidence in your child. You don't just leave your child to just face the world out there, to avoid every
Right.
form of intimidation. So I want to say a very big thank you to your mother for putting that, for instilling that self-confidence in you. So right now we'll go on a short break and we will listen to one of FEJ's music, and when we come back we will still be talking to FEJ, and of course I have Orally in the studio with me to continue with this conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back. To the show, this is still Whatzup on Galaxy Television. From the overall program, be our guest. I still have Orally in the studio with me, and of course our celebrity guest, Dozum. He is still here with us. FEJ, I guess you're still there, right?
Yeah. I'm still here. How you doing, Nigeria?
All right. So, FEJ, moving on. That song, Yo Yo Yo. I guess the song was recorded and mixed, produced in the US. The video, was it also done over there, or you decided to come home to shoot the video? How did you go about it?
Yeah,
I love the location.
I shot that video in Accra. I shot it in Accra, Ghana.
Can you get that, please?
Say that again?
Okay, so my question is, the recording, the mixing, the mastering of that song was done in the US. So did you come back home, or why did you choose to come back home to do the video of the song?
Well, because I wanted to showcase, African culture, and I felt like it would have been better to actually be there on the scene and actually get some outside shots and all that. So we shot it in Accra, Ghana. It was a beautiful weather, beautiful people. It was directed by Mickey Johnson in Accra, Ghana. So it was an amazing work. So yeah, it came down to do it out there.
FEJ, you started as a gospel artist, didn't you?
I did, definitely, yeah.
Very good. Then you backslided, Abby?
I knew where you were going.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask you. Gospel music and Afrobeats are similar. It depends on how you put them together. All right. Now, what made you change your mind from moving from gospel music to secular music? Because the way I see music, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. No, it's totally fine by me. It's totally beautiful by me. Because trust me, when your song came on, I wanted to listen to it just because I wanted to know what it was all about, and I was wowed because the fusion of Afro beats and Afro pop to it as well, and of course you do have a very good voice, so that blended well. So I just want to know why you moved from gospel music, which you started from your career, your early days, to yo.
Yeah, because your church actually gave you a very good platform.
Yes.
So from what we read, they gave you a very beautiful platform where you performed over
Over 5,000.
Over 5,000.
Yeah, you know that Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 loaves of bread and 5 fishes. And how did you do it again? So you yourself, you now say no. That you want to do the opposite. You
Why
now
did you
jump.
move?
FEJ, why did you yo away?
Well, I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I think doing gospel music, most of these singers nowadays, even the big singers, they all started in the church. And I don't even know how. To be honest with you, I don't even know how I started doing regular music. I guess I started writing for people, and I joined a group where we used to go out and perform at different events. Actually, I opened up for P Square, Two Face, Timaya, all these guys, and I don't honestly, I really don't know. And it transitioned. I know that the deal I signed with the record company for the gospel music, I know it was a 1 album term. I think it was a 2 album term, and after that, it was over with. And I just started writing for people, and then eventually I write my first love song, and then everything just took up from there. It wasn't something in my mind. I'd be like, well, I'm switching from gospel music to regular music. It just happened. But I do miss that, and as to today, I still play in my church. I still play the keys. I play the piano, for my church. So I am still an active member that goes to church. But I don't know how I transitioned, and now this is my third studio album as a regular artist. But I am tempted to do a gospel album, one of these days, maybe like an EP.
Ask you this one, and then I'll take a leak. Yes, I know you know how to produce. A very good music producer. You're also a very sound music artist. Now, I want to ask you. It's a 2-part question. All right, it's nothing out of the sort. What do you think is a prerequisite for a very good song? Now, we have songs and we have songs.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
they are 2 different things. You just hear some artists bring out their body of work, and you're like, who is this person? Like, don't ever play this again. All right, I'll tell you that because I do work on radio. All right, I work on radio a lot, and I'm an OAP too as well. So I know good music. I play good music. Now, I want you to tell us what you feel like is a requirement for a very good song, a hit song such as the ones you have, and also a requirement for someone to be called a good artist. Good song, good artist requirements. Let's go.
So a good song, I think for a good song, you need to have a great producer, because the producer will set the tune, right? Like you listen to the yo, the moment the beat drops, you vibe into it. So you want to get a good producer, get a legit producer, someone who knows the craft. And then second of all, you want to be in the mood, right? Because different environment and different moods, inspire you. And I feel like when I wrote yo, I was in a party mood, right? We just, that song was written a long time ago. We just got out of COVID quarantine, and I said, well, I'm ready to party. So I think a good artist, you want to get a good producer, and you want to, be in the right mood. And then you want to compose a good song. It has to, the lyrics has to flow. Everything has to sound, it has to fit the beat. It can sound like something is off. So I think, it takes some time for you to really do that over and over, and then you perfect it. Now, as far as being a good artist, I feel like, anyone can get on the mic and sing, right? If you're good at it. I feel like what makes a good artist is you really have to love the craft. You have to have that passion for it. You can't just give up easily. If things go south, you got to be able to wake up and say, I'm ready to do this. You also have to be evolving, right? You can't just stay stagnant and just stick to your guns. You have to say, okay, I'm going to have to listen to people. I have to change, not change who you are, but if there's a new sound, you want to gravitate to that new sound. You can't just be stuck in your old ways. And then also too, I think the last thing of being a good artist is that you know you just got to be you have a good heart, because I think you're going to be and humble. You have to work with a lot of people, people like you guys that I'm interviewing here today, that interviewing me today. You just have to be humble. You see people, no matter how big you get, you can't just feel like you're bigger than people. You're equal with people. You want to meet people and be humble and have that good heart, because I think that will take you far as an artist. So
Yeah, that was actually the question, something I was going to ask you to do, but you've actually done it. I wanted to tell you to speak to the Gen Zs on how to go about it, how to come into the industry, and that you've done partly by saying that they should remain humble and try to do their best. So, on a lighter note, just before we let you go, I want to ask, how do you deal with your female fans in just 30 seconds? How do you handle your female fans? How do you roll with them? How do you, FEJ, don't lie here. Don't come and lie here. I will enter the screen and come and meet you. Say the truth, and the truth shall set you free. How do you handle your female fans?
well, female fans, because a lot of my fans are female, so and by the end of the day, they support my music more than the guys. You gotta be honest. And I think females, they love the bad boy look and all of that. I ain't no bad boy. But I think the way to handle my female fans is that to give them what they really want. Like, I think they love to hear about, they're beautiful. They like to hear about, exciting songs that make them party. They don't like mediocre. So I think the way I handle my female fans is to give them what they want. Now, there's ones that send me DM here and there, but that's for another day. But I think the best way is to just to kind of give them what they want. Girls love to party, girls love to talk about, romance and love, and you just got to do that.
The fact that you said you just do it, you give it to them just the way they like it. That's what you are saying. FBJ, when you come back, we are going to talk about that one again on a different level. But for now, we just want you to quickly give out your social media handle to the viewers, to those listening to you right now, so they can know how to follow you.
Yeah, I want to follow you. I want to follow you right now.
away.
I want to follow you right now. So give us your social media handles, because I love to play your music on radio as well. So I like what I heard. I like what I listened. Of course, you're a top-notch artist. So I'd love to play your music. So give us your social media handles quickly. Let's roll up.
I appreciate it. So my Instagram is official FEJ. It's all one word. Official FEJ is on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. On YouTube, just say FEJ Music. On TikTok, just say FEJ Music. And then also on Facebook, just type in FEJ Music. So, but I think, my Instagram is the one that, people follow me, a lot on. So just follow me on Instagram, official FEJ. You'll see everything you want to know about FEJ. And then go out and stream my album. It's called Spotlight. It's in stores everywhere, music, even on Audio Mac. Go and stream it, comment and share it.
Thank you so much, FEJ, for coming into the show. I so much appreciate it. We thank you for the time and everything, and we hope that next time we will call on you, you will make yourself available. If you don't make yourself available, we make you available.
When you're in Lagos, Nigeria, and you come through, we'll have you in the studio. So thank you for coming through. We are really honored to have you here. God bless you.
Definitely, I will be having a show. It sounds like it's not confirmed yet in Lagos coming up. I believe it's in June. So definitely I'll link up with you guys.
June is my birthday, so you better come through with that one, all right?
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys bringing me on. Thank you so much for the love and supporting my music. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay.
All right, you too.
Thank you so much. Yes, that is all we can take from FEJ right now. But we'll go on this short break, and when we come back, we will quickly, I and Orally will be telling you, making some gossip in the studio. We'll be talking about things that you don't have a preview to. So that celebrity gist will be coming up next. Stay with us. At the television, and this is Whatzup. You know, we had fun with FEJ just some few minutes ago. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. But please don't miss it next time. Don't miss it tomorrow. 10 is the time. And of course, we'll be bringing in another celebrity guest tomorrow. But right now, we want to give you some gossip. Orally, let's roll it.
Yes, the first one says Davido releases music video for his hit single Away. Now, I'm a 30 BG fan all the way. So I always tell you guys, Davido can actually do no wrong in my eyes. And he just released the visuals to the single Away. Now, you know Away is from the album Timeless, which was released sometime in 2023. Now, this is 2024 and he just released the video. Now, if you notice, it's a very beautiful video, but it has something special. And that's because we have a lot of celebrities in there, especially players from the Real Madrid Football Club team. Now you have Vinicius Jr., you had Jude Bellingham in there, you have people who play football, Rudiger, former Chelsea player, and you had Davido on showing visuals when he was on tour, because he's still on tour, shutting down different arenas all over the world. So it was very beautiful to see Vini Jr., to see Eda Militao, to see Rudiger, to see those young chaps in the Real Madrid squad. Also, they're smiling and shining their teeth, dancing to Away. It shows you guys that Davido, African music, Nigerian music has gone far.
Yes, big congratulations to Davido.
Yes.
It's an achievement. So
Big
moving
achievement.
on. I'm still in my marriage because of my children, and that is a Portable's wife. Please help me pronounce it.
Bewaji.
Before you come and give me slap for not pronouncing the name.
No. I don't hit women. Never. I don't touch
No, he doesn't. So the story is, some fans, fans, they can be nosy.
Yes.
They pop into her page and we're asking her so many questions. We heard that you were domestically abused, you were this and you were that. She was like, and I love her response actually. And she said, if you know that your own marriage, there is no quanta in it, there's no wahala in your own marriage, please come and say your own out here. Until you have a perfect marriage before you talk about my own. That kind of response. So what she's indirectly saying is, please mind your business, mind your own marriage that is perfect. She further went on to say that she is in the marriage because of her children, that she doesn't want to be like some women who will have 5 children, 5 husbands. So she wants to have all her children, she wants to raise all her children with one man. But in Africa, in Nigeria, most women are in their marriages because of their children. Thank you, ma, for that one. So moving on. Okay, I made it before Big Brother. Reality show didn't help me. That's Venita boasts. For me, I knew Venita before Big Brother actually. When she was in AY's script, that was when I knew her. So she has really been in front of the camera. She has been in the creative.
But she can't say Big Brother did not help her.
No, she didn't say Big Brother didn't help her. She said it was actually a song. I listened to the rap where she did a rap and she used the line. She said, we they help each other. Not we say Big Brother help me, we they help each other, which means I help Big Brother help me.
How did she help Big Brother?
But I don't know, that is for her to answer. But what the aspect of the story I believe is where she said that she was already in limelight before Big Brother. That is true.
Yes, but I think Big Brother further blew her. Venita got, she still has a couple of endorsements.
Yes.
And we did not, it was at a point in time where Venita was going down. Like her face wasn't on screens anymore.
Okay.
Like that. There comes a time in in an artist's life
Yes,
like that.
yes.
So you do something extraordinary
Ordinary.
to bring yourself back in, and that's what Big Brother did for her. Big Brother reinstated her awesomeness.
Now, when are you talking about? Was it the first time or this last, just the last
In
one?
fact, both.
Which one?
Both times.
Because that time even, I didn't watch her, and she was a fake housemate then, if I remember
Yes.
clearly. She was a fake housemate and all that.
But then she was more controversial, and when she came out of the house, she pulled different stunts. Like, you know, her brother or cousin Neil was dating V, and then she
Okay.
said she didn't want Neil to date V because she didn't like V and all that. So she was constantly in the news, and that's Big Brother shit. Now she came back to the All Stars and all that, and whatever it is. But the truth is, let's not take it away from her. She is a star.
She is and very creative.
But Big Brother still had a way of blowing Venita or bringing her back.
The truth is, Big Brother has a way of making people celebrities. You understand? So I will give that to Big Brother. I'm not going to take that away. So no matter how big you are in the industry, before Big Brother, so long you came into the house and you stayed for a long period, maybe you might not win or whatever, but it gives you a particular name, especially when you are able to do something meaningful outside the house. You can win, and when you're not doing something meaningful, you know, your name will just go down. It's just natural with the entertainment industry. You know, that's why stories here and there follow celebrities. So the last story
The
then.
last one says Peter Doce refunded payments for movie after discovering that Judy is, of course, the producer. That is by Rita Doce. Now,
Yeah.
I was reading this story. Yes, everybody seems to think that Peter Doce, according to Rita, is supportive of y'all and Judy's marriage, leaving May in the gutters, and that's something that Rita has come out to say that no, I do not think it's correct. Just because he doesn't come out to say, hey, that's family, all right?
Yes,
You do not
yes,
bash.
yes.
You do not bash your family outside. That's an evil man. You bring. Ikemba brings them inside. Any fight is inside the house, not outside, and that's how to check or see a man who is really matured, who is really strong.
Yeah.
He's the head of his family and he's doing that. Now, also Judy was producer of a movie, and she wanted Peter Doce in the movie, but he declined. That's his own way of saying, hey, I'm not in support of what you and my son are doing. So that's what we
You know, he was actually, the movies were two. He was actually in one of the movies. He never knew that it was Judy. So he, as a professional that he is, he made sure that he played his role to the end in the first movie. But the second one, he did a refund that he cannot be involved in it. So that was it. Just to add to the point you have made. So that's how we've come to the end of today's show. It's been fun in the studio. We had an amazing time, and we believe that you had an amazing time too. So we want to say our goodbyes. It's painful to say goodbye, but already we have to go, right?
All right, yes, you can follow me on Instagram at official_Orally, AURALWE, and for Facebook, it's Kenneth Chinoye Obina. Now, and by telling you that every day above 6 feet is a good day. Do not stay depressed. All right, rise above 8. We'll rise by lifting others. So make sure you show love, kindness, and peace to everyone around you. Also, drink water. Mind the business that concerns you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you viewers for coming. Thank you FEJ for coming into the show. And want to say a very big thank you to Kayode, to
Sake
to
Johnson.
Johnson, and of course to our producer Emmanuel Abiodo. And Andrew, thank you for being there for us. So Mr. Femi, we love you, sir. You know we love you. We really do.
Hell.
And to the big man up there, Chief Steve Uju, thank you so much, sir, for being a father to us.
Thank you.
To everyone, thank you for being with us. My name is Omevi Idolo. Maybe it's OMEVIIDOLOR on all social media platforms. We're going to see you tomorrow for the Freaky Friday because we're going to have another amazing time.
You know now.
You know, coming up next is Waiting They Happen Naija with the Sabi Boys. They are here.
Emoji,
They are here.
Akbos,
They are here.
Igwe Makanaki, and of
here.
course MC Don't
You
do.
understand? So they are here to crack you up. So if you want to do anything, just go get a glass of water and come back and save in front of your skin. You off your screen until we come your way tomorrow. Remember that we love you so much.